It's the damn phone. It truly is the damn phone. The phone is damaging your life. It's destroying your relationships, your personal relationships, your friends, your work relationships, everything. And the problem is that most people don't stop and think what's the underlying mechanism and how it does it. And it all comes down to hijacking the part of the brain that doesn't understand what's real and what's fake, as well as your emotional part. And it also hijacks the lack of, being present or skin in the game. Not being present, this new mindfulness thing. No, like actually physically being present. You've never stopped and think that when you scroll in the phone, in 5 minutes of scrolling, just 5 minutes, you will have seen over 100 hottest women in the world or 100 hottest men in the world. You will have scrolled through probably 200 lifestyles of different people from different places, from different countries, religions, creeds, idiosyncrasies. So all that is going to create an extremely skewed sensation or feeling or knowledge, perception of your world. In 5 minutes, can you imagine, like, think about it like that. In 5 minutes, you have scrolled over 200 lifestyles. And then, of course, you put your phone down and then you talk to your husband or you talk to your wife and then, or your kids, and then you find them boring. No shit, Sherlock. You just saw in 5 minutes a guy driving a Ferrari in the desert with a Bengala tiger next to it. 150 women on a yacht. People golfing, people swimming in the oceans, in the middle of the oceans, etc. You get the point. It's the fucking damn phone. Like, the amount of access to lifestyles, doesn't matter if they're fake or real. Like, don't worry about it. It's just that you're getting access to a type of information that your brain was not supposed to have in 5 minutes. And then you put your phone down. And your man, he's not a scroll. He's not a feed. You cannot scroll him, right? Your wife is not a scroll feed. When you put your phone down, the person next to you, they don't change their personality every 7 seconds to keep your attention, right? They don't do something sudden. They don't have hooks. They don't have intros. They don't have background music. They don't have anything on the back that's going to help them keep your attention. So what do you encounter? You encounter your man telling you a story about work, what happened with the guys in the shop. You get your wife telling you, what did Cindy do at the office, right? So in 5 minutes, your man, your wife, your best friend is going to tell your son or your daughter is going to tell you in 5 minutes a monolithic story, just one story that has some few details. It's going to take them a while to elaborate that story in 5 minutes. But they're there. It's something that pertains to them. And you are coming from this phone, and think about it. You don't scroll for 5 minutes. You, throughout the day, when you check your apps that take the amount of time that you've been on apps, it says usually that you've been 7-8 hours, right, on social media. So you are literally not comprehending It is the damn phone. It is an extreme, exorbitant amount of information that no human in history had before. Like, people had to go through, the best of the best, had to go through and read through volumes, complete volumes of knowledge to become who they were. And now you are having access to, if in 5 minutes you have access to 200 lifestyles, imagine how much do you have access in 8 hours? How many lifestyles have you seen on 8 hours throughout the day? It's something incomprehensible. So, of course, you go there and then the person takes 5 minutes to tell you one thing. And then you get bored. And then you think that, well, there's better, faster, stronger, and much more interesting things out there. No. They're not, your relationships are not feed scrolls. This has been very much put out there many times. Your attention, it's the currency. So the other way that you see this is the attention. All these companies have made it very public, very explicit, that the most important thing for them is your attention. That's why these algorithms compete amongst themselves to try to get you hooked and to never get out of their app, right? They literally want you hooked non-stop. So, if the attention is the biggest, most sought after currency and valuable thing ever, imagine in today's world where people have the attention span of 7 seconds, right? They want something moving and doing a hook for longer than 7 seconds. Imagine having a person that voluntarily sits and tells you, hey, put your legs over my legs, and here's a coffee, and he's gonna ask you about your day. What are you doing? How's your side business going? How's work? How's Cindy at work? Right? Voluntarily, because people don't understand that also. Besides having the undivided attention and looking out to tell me about these things, imagine also that is doing it for free. Because sometimes that's why people misunderstand those things at work, because in certain works you cannot use your phone, so therefore you're obligated to actually pay attention to the other person. So that's why you eventually find people they're interested. Oh, okay, but you're being paid to it. As if you would give the opportunity to those people at work to have a phone with them or to not pay attention to you, they would not care about you. So you have to be willing to evaluate who's the person that is actually wanting to pay attention to you and invest in that person, especially in today's era. So anyway, yeah, just to finalize, you have to be willing to pay attention to who wants to give you their attention directly, who wants to sit and see your nuances, listen to hours of your 5-minute conversations, listen to all the possibilities, what's going on in your life. If you have that opportunity, imagine this, in an era where attention is the most important thing, that corporations invest billions of dollars to gather, and you have a person that wants to sit with you and take a coffee and just talk all day. You have the most valuable person in the world right there. The person that got out of the system, the person that these billion-dollar companies, trillion-dollar companies are investing so much to catch. And that person sits with you and wants to listen to you. But anyway, it's the damn phone. It's the damn phone, and you should be willing to let go of the phone. Stay curious longer. See what the other person has to say.